Hey guys, we're here at Botanical Beach. It's kind of slippery, so we have lunch for today. Oh my god. Where's it now?
It's your first whale.
It's my first whale. Oh!
Hey guys, welcome back again to my channel. My name is MC Immigrate videos and blogs for international students who want to study, settle, and explore their opportunities here in Canada. So if you haven't subscribed yet, make sure that you hit that red button below and don't forget to ring the notification bell so you don't miss any videos that upload every single week. And just a quick one, I just want to take this moment to say thank you very much to all my subscribers, to all my viewers who haven't subscribed yet. So, and all my SE members who showed their support, who leave a very positive and encouraging comments to me to push every week to upload a video. So I'd like to say thank you, and I wanted to say that keep spreading positive vibes in this channel and also in our group, and keep helping international students and aspiring international students. I'm really happy to all the support that we are receiving, and yeah, and we're almost hitting 10,000 subscribers, guys. I'm so happy. So I just started this year January and I only have 100 subscribers, and I'm glad that all my videos are helping you guys to achieve your dreams to come here and study and eventually settle. So thank you guys. And if you're not part of the SE members yet, make sure that you check my description box because I have updates and free resources in there. And if you want to have exclusive access to all my school partners here, then yeah, join the SE mentorship group. Now let's move on to our topic for today. Our topic for today is about all the important updates that IRCC issued since the pandemic. So I think this is very important for you guys to know because this will eventually affect you once you apply for your post-graduation work permit. So if you're one of those international students who are coming here to study, then keep on watching. So the first update that we received from IRCC in May 15, 2020 is that all international students are now allowed to study online. So before, when you study online, you're not eligible for post-graduation work permit. So now they just recently changed that, and you're able to apply for a program that will be delivered online, but make sure that 50% of your program is still in class. So only 50% of the program can be delivered online, and the other half of the program should be here in Canada. You should be here and doing your study and you're in class. So when you say you can complete 50% online, meaning you can do that like wherever you are right now. If you're still in your home country, you can still do that. And make sure that before you start your online program, make sure that you have the student permit approved, because if you don't have a student permit approved and then you start your program, then those months that you're already studying, then that will not count towards your post-graduation work permit. You know that when you have, let's say, 1 year program, you're gonna have up to 1 year post-graduation work permit. Or if you have 2-year program, you can have up to 3 years post-graduation work permit. So they calculate that based on the length of the program. Let's say you start your program online and then you don't have a student permit. Then those times that you don't have a student permit, it will not count. So it will end up that when you get your post-graduation work permit and you're expecting to have, let's say, a 1-year post-graduation work permit or a 3-year post-graduation work permit, it will be less than that. So make sure when you start an online program outside Canada, make sure that you have an approved student permit, and make sure that you come here to Canada before December 31st, 2020. So make sure that you're here before end of this year. So that's very, very important too. So in June 7th, they released another update again about the student permit application process. So on this update, they said that they never stop processing the student permit, and they encourage international students to submit their student permit application through online. They don't want you to submit it paper-based due to pandemic or the virus again. And one important thing that you should know on this update, that if you cannot get the biometrics or medical examination due to closure of medical centers or VAC, they will not refuse your application if you cannot submit this at this moment. But make sure that you're going to attach a letter of explanation saying that due to COVID or due to pandemic, you're not able to get this biometrics or medical examination, and you did all your best effort, and attach some email conversation that you did your best. Actually, IRCC will give you up to 90 days to comply on that requirement. And then the next point for the update from this one, that for example, if you're already here in Canada and your program is going to start in fall 2020, so you're expecting that this is going to be in class, right? But they recently changed it. They say it's going to be online, fully online. So on this update, they said if you're already here in Canada and they changed the program to online, then you can still continue the program, and it can be it can exceed more than 50%. So make sure that you take a screenshot of this update, so when you apply for your post-graduation work permit later on, back up it with an explanation that I exceeded 50% of my program online, and as per CIC, they allow me to study more than 50% online because I'm already here in Canada, blah blah blah. So make sure that you keep this record, okay? Later on you will need it. And another one from this update, that if you have an immediate family member outside Canada, let's say if you have a spouse or children who wanted to join you here to Canada, as long as they have the work permit already, open work permit and study permit, you just have to obtain an authorization letter from IRCC saying that they're exempted from the travel restriction. You just have to ask the IRCC. I have the email address here where you can ask the IRCC for that authorization to come and travel to Canada. As long as your immediate family member, when you say immediate family member, you should be the spouse, you should be the child of the main applicant or the student. You're not immediate family member if you're a sibling, or if you're, let's say, brother or sister, if you're like the parent, they cannot travel here yet. So they're still banned for up to this point. So again, IRCC issued another announcement this month in July 14th. This is about the fast track application process for all the students who's going to start their program this coming September 2020. So actually, just to give you an update, my sister is still waiting for her approval, and she already submitted her application last March 2020. So that was like long time ago, and she's still waiting for an update from IRCC. That's why IRCC came up with this idea that, okay, we have to like do something, and they just came up with the new idea. This is the two-stage application process. So the first stage is the approval in principle. When you say approval in principle, they just want to see if you have a letter of acceptance from a designated learning institution. If you don't know that, check my description box about DLI schools. And second one, they just want to see if you have enough funds in your bank account to study here to Canada. If you're not familiar with proof of funds, make sure that you check this video right here. And once IRCC issued the approval for the first stage, then that's the time you can begin your online program, even though you're still outside of Canada. So now you will move on to the second stage, which is the final approval stage. The second stage, you have to meet all the eligibility to come here to Canada, the admission requirement for you to come here. So the final approval, they just want to see if you have your biometrics done, if you have your medical examination done, and if you already submitted all the police clearance certificate. So once you have this submitted to IRCC, then you will expect an approval, the final approval, and that's the time that you can, once you have that approval, once you have the final approval from IRCC, then you can come here and travel to Canada. So just take note that IRCC highlighted that having a first stage approval will not guarantee that you're gonna have a second approval, which is the final approval, because there's gonna be some, scenario or situation that your student permit still gonna be rejected if you have any criminal records from the past, or if you have, of course, any health issues that will affect your student permit. So yeah, so before you decide to study here to Canada, make sure that all the records are clear. There's not going to be any red flag that could affect your application. Again, if you're going to study online outside Canada, the program should only be online up to 50%, and during those times that you're completing your program outside Canada, it's still going to be counted for your post-graduation work permit. However, you need to travel to Canada. You need to be here by end of this year, by end of 2020. Some updates that we got from IRCC last week is, I think that was July 28th, 2020. This is about maybe lifting the ban of travel ban for international students. So they have this letter signed by the Immigration Minister Marco Mendocino and the Health Minister Patty Haju. In this letter, they're saying that they're finding ways to welcome international students here to Canada. And as per the Constitution, guys, that education is under the jurisdiction of provinces or territories. So, for example, if federal government is going to change something on, let's say, on policies regarding education, they have to consult the provinces or territories. So, however, in this recent event happened, right, the pandemic, they have to make a decision, and one of it is the travel restriction, and that affects everyone, right, not just international students. But in this letter signed by those ministers, they are saying that they wanted to find the balance between respecting their jurisdiction and the education sector. They recognize the importance of international students here. They want to find a way on how to welcome international students. And so in this update, they say that federal government is going to issue a safety guidelines on how to welcome international students here in Canada. So one of the example of that they just gave on that update is the 14-day quarantine, and every province has to comply on that. So we're still waiting for another update, hoping that they're going to lift the travel ban to all international students, not just like the full intake students. So we're still waiting for that. So stay tuned and don't forget to subscribe because you don't miss any updates from me. And yeah, I hope you find this video helpful. If you like it, again, give it a thumbs up so more and more international students will see my video. And I'll see you to the next one, guys. Bye, guys.